Hola amigos, it's Will here at Will's Custom Figures, going a bit free-handed camera today with a big bad breakdown of one of my favourite Marvel characters, Ursa Major, the giant bear. For anybody that isn't familiar, I absolutely love this guy and I took it upon myself to work on a custom figure. I really hope you guys like what you can see here. And today I want to talk you through how, why, and everything else in between. So please sit back and relax while I break everything down for you. So firstly, why? Well, as you can see here, there was an awesome Build-A-Figure by Marvel Legends for the Crimson Dynamo. And then shortly after, I realised that I'd missed out on this guy, who I absolutely love. The Red Guardian from Marvel, recently appearing in the Black Widow films. I didn't realise that I missed him, so I did a custom figure. I purchased the one from the MCU film, repainted him. I used a Superman head, added clay on, casted it, removed the clay so I could have my Superman head back, and as you can see, he's turned out pretty good. Repainted all the details on there, like the buckles and everything else, and I'm really pleased with how he's turned out. Then I realised with the Ursa Major wave about this character, Dark Star. Absolutely love this character. Reading about all the details, seeing how prominent she is in some of the comic books, and what a badass member of that team. I decided I didn't like the original version. Most of it from here upwards is the complete standard Marvel Legends, but then just try and get it on a few different angles on her head. I decided I wanted to add on the sort of cheek plates that she has. I prefer that version of her from looking at all the comic books and the artwork online. And I also added a pink sort of power looking effect to the top of the head here. Hopefully you like how it's turned out. You know, different strokes for different folks. I like this look. And then onto the absolute behemoth. Boom! There he is. Now, to say that I was excited by the Ursa Major wave, I'm not going to lie, I really wasn't. I kind of refused to buy a Build-A-Bear. I know, I think it was Shartimus Prime come up with that reference. But the look of him, his mouth didn't close, all these kind of things, it wasn't very impressive. So I had a Marvel Select Hulk. You can see he's on display over here. Beating up Sasquatch. And I had a Marvel Select Hulk that was just lying around that I wasn't using. So I decided, you know what? This, in comparison, size comparison, is what my Ursa Major needs to look like. Absolutely does. So took the time to logistically plan out, speak to a couple of contacts and friends of mine about how I can make this Ursa Major figure come to life as a custom figure. And lo and behold, the Jumanji bear head fit perfectly onto the pin. Now, there was a lot of work that goes into it, but just to sort of go over that, I'm going to add the Hulk figure into this video. And here we go, I'm back, and here is Ursa Major with his brother, Green Hulk, the Marvel Select Hulk, probably the original Select Hulk, or at least one of the originals. Lots of flaws with this figure. It certainly isn't the best Hulk figure. I have the new one, the new Select one on order because I think that Select do a fantastic job with their big characters. But as you can see next to each other is a bit of a comparison. Ursa stands a little bit taller, and I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a breakdown into the absolute laboursome work that I went through to make this guy. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Firstly, you can see the waists. There's a big difference there. I cut off all of the clothing from the waist and from the feet. Then I started by removing the Hulk head and making sure that this Jumanji head would fit on. You probably see in some of my videos that he's in the background with this no Hulk head and the Ursa Major head on there. After that, it was a big to and fro in my mind about the hands. Should I remove the hands and put on bare paws, or should I just keep fists? Because there are different comics that have different looks for Ursa, but I decided to go with the bare paws. I saw a nice video by Dave Displays Model Behaviour, which I absolutely love, and he's got a Gatling gun, I think from one of the Mezco toys, and added it on there to Ursa, which looks brilliant, and I shall be doing very soon. So then started the painstaking process and I am really sorry for the free cam guys, of adding the clay onto the body. Making sure that the head was firmly attached was a case of taking the clay up here. The neck actually finishes about here, and adding on these shoulder parts that lean over actually onto the shoulder here. You can see they're missing here, so it actually drops down on my Ursa. I also made him have big fat protein weightlifter belly. I thought that this look for Ursa really made him stand out and look a little bit different than the Builder figure. There was hints of it in the Builder figure, but I really wanted to make sure that I captured that giant protein belly from all of the people and things that he's been eating. Okay, so the hands still move. I made the claws for the hands by sharpening, funnily enough, old paintbrushes. I just used the pencil sharpener and yeah, just sharpened off 20 of them and stuck them on. Did them different size brushes and things like that, depending on which paw they would go on and which part of the paw they would go on and stuff. Oh, knocking Hulk over there. And as you can see here on the back as well, lots and lots of detail on the back. It's certainly not perfect, but all of this was handmade. I used the Ursa Major body that I got from my Dark Star to push into the clay to try and get some effect, but the rest of it was just simply done by using sculpting tools. And as you can see, there is some super intricate detail on there. Now, for anybody that's interested in how I painted it, and if you're still watching this video, thank you so much for doing that. And I'm sorry about the shoddy camera work. He is up quite high and not in the normal place where I would have him displayed. But yeah, the paintwork, I painted the guy completely black at first, from head to toe. Then I used a dark brown and a light brown, as well as a few other different kinds of oranges to highlight all of the fur on top. Dry brushing and then using one tiny little bit of paint and spreading it over the entire figure. I then added gloss to the mouth. You can probably see a little bit better there if I zoom in. And to the eyes, repainting that, and the nose and the snout, as well as these paws. Now the paws, leaving that little bit, that's kind of more like the original colour on the paws. You can probably see better there. And there you go. You have a finished Ursa Major custom figure. I am so sorry for the bad camera work, guys, but this is something I'm extremely passionate about, and I've been working on for at least the last sort of 6 months. If I really put all my attention to it, I think he would have taken maybe about 2 weeks to create. But I hope you like it. I hope it inspires anybody else to maybe do a project like this. This Hulk has been purchased for another custom figure. Let me know in the comment section below if there's anybody you would like to see me work on. I know Solomon Grundy and a few other characters like Cyber are people that have crossed my mind, and a few of my friends have asked me to work on. But on that note, guys, from Ursa Major, from the Winter Guard, the Red Guardian, Dark Star, Crimson Dynamo, and the Hulk himself, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.